Hey there, my name is Farron Duran and I am with Team Motivated to Inspire, and so I'm coming at you to tell you a little bit about how I make my shakes. And so if you're watching this video, it's probably because you just joined in one of our fitness accountability groups, or maybe you're doing it from home and someone's helping you with your nutrition, and so they sent you this to make sure that you know how to make your shakes, okay? So if you joined in and you're drinking Shakeology, like, awesome. So I know for me personally, I didn't start drinking Shakeology until I was nursing a baby. And then I started to care about my nutrition. And then I was like, okay, I need to know what's going in my body, like what is it? And so the shakes that I was getting at Target and Walmart just weren't doing it. And so I learned very quickly that what is in your shake is so important. And so when I started researching, because now I was feeding a little person, a little growing person, I started researching like ingredients in these things. And I quickly found that, you know, the ingredients that were in these other shakes, one, were not good. They had chemicals in them, artificial stuff, and just like weren't great for a growing baby. So I immediately started looking up, okay, well, if I do want to drink a shake, I knew I wasn't getting enough nutrients. It's actually really, really hard to get in the required or like the suggested amount of vitamins and nutrients for the day unless you're like eating all vegetables all day long. And so that's when I came to Shakeology, because I knew I was missing something. I was tired, I was low in energy, you know, and I knew I wanted to get results, and I love eating things that don't taste good for me. So when I finally found Shakeology and I started looking up the ingredients, I actually took the bag to the pediatrician. And I said, okay, before I start drinking this, I need to know that this is perfect. And it was such a relief, because I took the bag, didn't drink one little bit of it, and I said, look, I got this. You know, it came in my pack, but I want to make sure it's good. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's actually perfect. And so we talked about the different ingredients. And so I challenge you now, so while you have your Shakeology, you know, is really look at the ingredients in your Shakeology, like know what you're drinking, right? Because you're invested in your health. You just bought this shake, right? Know what you're drinking, because like some of the things in here, you know, like that are things that women need. You know, there's matcha green tea in here. Like that's something that people spend so much money to go get. And here you have it here in your beautiful little shake. And so, you know, I challenge you to really look and see like, oh my gosh, like these are things, like there's flaxseed in here, you know, and there's different things like these exotic ingredients that when you start to think, when you start drinking Shakeology and you're like, wow, I do feel more energy, or I do feel fuller longer, and it's actually what is in the bag. And so another part of Shakeology that made me stick with it is that there are no artificial ingredients, nothing fake, no fake sugar, which is huge, and that's something to be really proud of. So that is why I am all about this. I don't want to put anything fake in my body, and if I'm going to drink something every single day, you know, and if it's going to be my go-to and my meal and the thing that I want to like get my body going, then I want to know that it has all real ingredients, right? You don't want to put something fake in your body for 365 days out of the year, right? Okay, so you have Shakeology. Now you're like, well, now what do I do with it, right? Okay, so I'm here to just show you a couple things and tell you a couple different ththings about Shakeology and how to make it, right? Because you have it. Now, how do you actually make it? So a couple people I know, like they get it and they're like, oh, I didn't like it. And I'm usually because like, oh, well, maybe you didn't perfect how you made it. You know, and I always tell people, like, if you look at the nutritional value and you look at how many vitamins and nutrients are actually in this shake, you're more, like, I would drink it even if it didn't taste great, you know, because it's like it's feeding your body. And I think you'll start to realize that as you start to drink Shakeology, you'll start to realize that like, oh, you are feeling more energy, and you'll start to feel you're feeling fuller longer, and like different things start to change, and a lot of people's skin gets better, and you're better with your workouts, and your mood is better. And so you know, for me that it was this. Okay, so what the thing about you have to remember is that your body needs food to survive. Like the only thing that you have control over is what you put in your body, and your body literally needs food to keep going. Like it needs, like that is you, this is your gas tank, like this is your car, and you have to fill it with good fuel to keep going. Okay, so you don't want to put crap, like you want to put crap in your car. You want to put like, you know, like you wouldn't roll up to the gas station and be like, look, I need like the low grade, the stuff that might make my car not work anymore. I need that kind of stuff. No, you need the stuff that keeps your car running. So the same thing for your body, right? Okay, so, all right, so let's make our Shakeology. So let me tell you. So I get packets a lot because I travel a lot. So I'm always getting packets. But I will tell you, if you get a bag, it is less, you know, like you get more for your money with a bag. You get 30 servings rather than 24. But so every other month I kind of switch it up. And so sometimes I get a bag, sometimes I get packets, just depending on where I am. And then, so my favorite flavor, Farron's favorite flavor is vegan chocolate. I love dark chocolate. I just love chocolate in general. So this is like right up my alley. Like it's like super sweet. It's like really good. And it's all natural goodness. Okay, so like this is your no guilt like goodness. Okay, so how I make mine, sometimes honestly I'm just running out the door and I would just take my shaker, I'll fill it with ice, put some water in, like pour my shake in and shake and go. I'm literally still shaking in the car because I'm like a busy mom and I procrastinate, and so sometimes that's just the way life is. Okay, so that's one way you can make it. Not everybody's favorite, but definitely one way that you can make your shake. Okay, so that's one way you can make your shake. The next is if you have more time and you've got it ready. Okay, so you can take your blender. Okay, and then one way you can do water and ice and just your shake, and just getting it blended makes it a little bit frothier. People tend to like that more. One of my favorite things to do is put almond milk in my shake. So I will put 4 ounces of almond milk. I'll put just a little bit more. Sometimes I just kind of wing it. So if you're doing the 21-day fix, according to the 21-day fix plan, it says that almond milk counts as a yellow. But I'm here to tell you, don't count almond milk. And so Autumn Calabrese, if you're following the 21-day fix, she made this statement that she thought that actually almond milk is actually really good for you, that she doesn't even count it when she's putting it in her shake. So I'm gonna suggest the same for you. This is your freebie, put it in there. Almond milk just makes it a little bit creamier. So almond milk is a great choice, and I suggest go get some. If you have Amazon Prime, I get these delivered like 6 at a time, and so it's like $10, $12, 12 at the most. And so I found it was cheaper, or just like it's a little bit cheaper, or it's the same exact price as it is in the store. So now it comes right to my door. Anytime I start to get low, I just order more, and then when I run out of regular milk, I give almond milk to my kids. So I do a little bit of almond milk. One of my favorite flavors is I'll blend. If I have chocolate, pretty much with any flavor I can do this, but I'll do almond milk, water, ice. I do a half of a banana because a half of a banana counts as one fruit. So I'll do a half of a banana. What I do with my bananas, guys, this is my tip. Okay, so let's say you have a lot of bananas and you go and get a lot, and you're like, well, they're gonna all go like to waste. So what I do is I cut them in half and I freeze them in the freezer. See how awesome that is. So I just freeze them in the freezer. Okay, so that's super easy. I just cut them in half, so now I have my portion, then they're frozen. It's like using extra ice. It makes it a little bit frothier. So that's a good option. Okay, so then I do that, and I will sometimes either put in a little bit of peanut butter, or I will use powdered peanut butter. Either one is good. You can use either one. But it's like a chunky monkey. It's like banana, peanut butter, chocolate, goodness. I mean, seriously, it's so good. I just can't believe it. So other things that I do to make my shake good, I love cinnamon, and cinnamon is really good for you, so I will put cinnamon in almost every shake. I just always pour a little bit extra. It doesn't count towards anything. It's your freebie. So if you need to spice up your flavor, absolutely grab out your cinnamon. Like, you can get like big ones like these, like at Aldi, or anywhere really. I think I got a huge one at Costco for like really cheap. So I just put that in there. I blend. Another thing you can use is honey. Honey always makes it a little bit different. I love like pouring just a little bit of honey. You can taste that sweetness. It's like, you want to look for honey that's where it says the ingredients is just honey, no added sugar or anything. And I always like to get local honey if I can, and it's because it's good for your allergies. Like, it's good to get honey that's from where you are. So another thing you can do is you can get these extracts. So extracts are freebies. So I love anything that's a freebie, right? Like, I'm always like looking for ways, like, what can I eat that doesn't have to count on the plan? So this is orange extract, pumpkin pie. My husband loves pumpkin pie extract, butter flavor. I can't believe they even have one of those. But he like gets really excited. One of my favorites is peppermint. If you like Girl Scout cookies, the Thin Mints, I do vegan chocolate, almond milk, water, ice, and then, so instead, every other extract I kind of pour a little bit. Like peppermint, you have to pour like a half, like that quick, because it overpowers it. So I learned the hard way, had to drink a shake. I was like, oh, this is my one meal, and it's so minty. So those are different things that I do. So these, you can order these, you can find these at any grocery store. You can order them online. A lot of people like caramel extract. You can get that. Like, that's a hard one to find, so if you see it, get a lot of them. Any of your spices. My husband likes nutmeg and pumpkin pie spice he puts in there. That is really good with, like, I have vegan vanilla. The vegans are usually my favorite, but I will drink anything because I know it's nutritional value, so I will literally I'll drink anything. So I would just drink it. I'll find a way that I like it. Strawberry, I put orange juice in it. Like, it's so good. So those are a couple things that I do to really make my shake. Try to think of anything else. And also another thing that we do, and I will post this in the group so you know, but there are some amazing Shakeology dessert recipes. And so I will post these videos and teach you how to make them. But this is like, I never usually count so much like the extra Shakeology that I use for desserts. Unless, it depends. Like, sometimes I make little frozen peanut butter cups. Sometimes I make Shakeology balls. But you know, the thing is a lot of us find that we start to crave things at night, and randomly you start to crave stuff. And I would much rather you go for, you know, the healthy Shakeology than go for something else. So if you have it, I will post this, but I suggest making Shakeology balls and making like little peanut butter cups and having them there, so you know, like, I keep some in my freezer sometimes, so you know, okay, like, in case if you feel like you're gonna fall off and you have that, you chug a water, like, you're gonna be fine. And so again, like, Shakeology is like going to a salad bar 7 times and filling up with fruits and veggies. So it's pretty awesome that you can make your Shakeology and then, like, you know, you make your dessert and you're like, yeah, it's just like I ate 7 fruits and veggies. You know, I didn't do anything. One other thing I do, guys, actually I just remembered, is spinach. Who has a hard time getting in their vegetables? If you have a hard time getting in your vegetables, I want you, I don't know where mine is. Oh. Take out your green container. Sometimes I just do a handful, but take out your container, fill it up, shove it in there with spinach, and throw that in and blend your shake with this, okay? Because like, blend it and you won't taste it. Add some cinnamon, add some honey, add some, I love vanilla extract in my shakes. Add that in there and it is so good, and you don't even know, and that counts as a veggie, 1 veggie off the list. So if you have trouble with fruits and veggies, which a lot of people do, it's okay. Like, so just like know that I can add a banana in there, I can add a banana and spinach, and I still have this chocolate shake that tastes pretty awesome. So those are some tips and tricks. One other thing I do, guys, I'm gonna keep talking for you, is I actually bought this Shakeology Boost. It's called Power Greens, and you can get it on the Beachbody website. But I bought this because this is equal to a serving of vegetables. So when I don't have spinach on hand, or if I'm just, you know, if I'm running out the door and I'm just shaking, because you can't shake spinach in here, that would, you know, like, I couldn't just put spinach in here and make my shake. But if so if I don't have it, I will just add this in to get in an extra scoop of vegetables. So it's not expensive, but it is nice to have on hand. So sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I only had 1 vegetable today. You know, I just pour that in. A couple times for a program I did, the Ultimate Reset, I drank it just by itself. That was actually what you had to do in the program. But I do suggest, like, if veggies are a struggle, like, just get this, have it around, because you will notice a difference in your body when you start drinking Shakeology. You'll start to see, like, wow, my body really does react when it gets nutrients. Like, when it gets the right fuel, my body, like, reacts differently. Like, it's excited and we have energy. And so if you're wondering, like, when should you drink Shakeology? I drink Shakeology all times during the day. It depends. Like, if I'm busy, it's my morning routine. Like, cool, I got it in the morning, I run and go. Sometimes I get tired every day, like midday. I wake up early to work out, so I think like midday I start to get exhausted. And I know my daughter's going to bed, and I think it's like messing with my mind. It's like, Farron, you need to go to sleep too. So what I do is I make my Shakeology at that point. And when you give your body fuel, when you give it nutrients, it's like, I'm like perk right up. I'm like, all right, I'm good, let's go. And so then I get to work. So and sometimes you can have it at night. And again, you can make other desserts with it as well. So anytime that works for you. People ask me questions all the time is, one, can I have 2 shakes a day? Yes, you can. However, they say, like, it's really cool, but Beachbody says, like, you don't need to do it more than if you do it more than 3 days in a row, your body, like, there's that many vitamins and nutrients in Shakeology that it has filled your body with so much that anything else will be excess. So that's one how you know how many vitamins and nutrients are in Shakeology, where they say after 3 days, your body is so filled, your body actually excretes excess vitamins and nutrients naturally. So they're just saying, like, you can, like, you better have a shake than to have McDonald's, but they're saying for nutrition, like, you're just, you might just be excreting it by then anyway. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But it's so much better to have your shake, like have another shake instead of, going and eating something bad. People also ask me, can they freeze it? Can you freeze your shake and eat it later? So the thing on that is Shakeology, like in their statement, says to get the most, like, nutrients and to get the highest value of the nutrients and vitamins in Shakeology, you want to drink it within 30 minutes. So that being said, there's times I have it and I drink it hours later. My husband freezes it sometimes and drinks it later at work. Some people freeze it overnight and they drink it in the morning. It's not bad. It's not bad for you to drink it later. They're just warning you that everything, like the nutrients and everything and the compounds, they start to break down. So it's not bad. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to be bad for you. You're still going to get a ton of vitamins and nutrients. It's just a statement from Shakeology saying, and that's with anything, actually. Broccoli eating like raw is like, when you have it right then, where if you start to steam it, you start to break things down, or you start, you put it in the microwave, you start to break it down. So, anything that you make, as it starts to sit, it starts to break down the compounds. So it's okay to eat it, to have it later. So whenever you have it is fine. So as long as you like it. It does expire, and I always tell people, like, drink it because it's natural. So after a year it expires. So, drink your first one first. But I always have mine on Home Direct, and so that way it keeps coming. Because there's been times when I've missed it for a couple days and I'm like, I honestly, like, if you're here and you're thinking like, hey, like, you start to love Shakeology, I actually became a coach just for the discount of Shakeology. So I ended up loving it. I wanted to save money, so you can become a coach simply just for the discount and be a part of our tribe and our team. And then you're just there for the discount. You never have to sell anything. You never have to do anything with it. You're simply just a coach for the discount. You save at least $16 a month. And so for me, that was huge. Like, I started putting that money aside for workout clothes. I was getting more fit. I was starting to love myself more. So I was like, hey, I saved $16 a month. I'm going to start saving. And eventually, people want to ask you. People are going to ask you, what are you drinking? Right? And then you have a way to refer them to you. And so it's a really cool thing. Like, let's help the world be healthy, right? One shake at a time. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. I'm so excited to have you in this group. If you have any questions, my name is Farron Duran. You can always find me on Facebook, find me in here, message me. I will take care of you. I'll make sure you're okay. You're part of the team, so no matter who you're under, you can reach out to any of us, and it's going to be an exciting group, okay? See you guys.